Welcome, welcome. Hello, I'm Hallie with Handmade by Hallie. Thank you for joining me today. Today I have part two of two videos that I am doing on a farmhouse frame and a year-round wreath. So I have gathered together some materials to show you how to use one simple green wreath and change it up for every season to make wreaths for each season using one wreath. So let me lower the camera and we'll get started. So I start out with this very simple wreath that I got at Hobby Lobby. It has a small grapevine base to it, and it just has some basic greens. And you can choose whichever kind you want to start with. I like this one. I'm not even sure what greens these are. They're just a good basic all-around green. Then on the back there was a little screw, and I took my pipe cleaner and wrapped it around there, and then I have my pipe cleaner attached to the grapevine, and then the S just hangs like that. So then I'll show you this before I forget. That pipe cleaner, and I'm going to even tighten this up a little bit because I've been playing around with it. That pipe cleaner I leave long. This is what I use to wrap around the farmhouse frame in the position that I want it to, and it just hangs there. So this is the idea that I had. I thought, well, sometimes I can just let this hang just plain like this. It really does look really nice. Very simple, very easy. But I also like to change things up kind of for seasons and holidays. So I'm going to show you two seasons, and then you can let your imagination run from there from any other season or holiday. So what I have gathered are some pinks. So I have these kind of cherry blossom, and I've got these ready by cutting them down fairly short, cutting them apart. And these like the light pink there, and then I like this dark pink. I think those look really nice. And then we have just a little bit of white. And then I thought it would be fun to add a little bow. So I made this bow off camera. This is pretty easy. Maybe I'll do a recording of how to make bows, anything from simple to big. So the object of this is to put everything in here but not glue it down. That way you can change it out. So I'm going to do this backwards for me. So I'm just going to slide these in here and going to kind of space them out. Okay. So then my bow, I would just wrap around some of the green, or even just stick it in the green just like I did the flowers. Helps if I put it in, not upside down. And I decided not to go with the big bow because I didn't want it to hide the S too much. Okay. So I am going to hang this on my frame, and then I'll raise the camera. Okay, so there, that's how I hang it on the frame. Turn this around and show you. So I just wrap those pipe cleaners around the frame. And it usually just sits on my mantle just like that. So there we have a spring version. Next, I will show you a red, white, and blue version. Let me get reset up here, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, so I have taken this off the frame and pulled off all of the spring things and the bow. So now I've gathered some red, white, and blue. And I've gathered a little glitter, and like the other set, I have most of these pre-trimmed and ready to go. I might trim some of these a little bit shorter, but I might just leave them that way I can use them for something else. So we're just going to do the same, and I'm not going to do a bow on this one. Let's get our sets. It is important to look at your spacing. And I think what I'm going to like to do is do the clumps of red, white, and blue and leave a space in between. Right in there. All right, so this is what I came up with. That's right, I do have one little extra white. That would be cute right here. So this is what I came up with the red, white, and blue. Let me get it onto our farmhouse frame and show you what it looks like. So there we have it on our farmhouse frame, all decorated for anything patriotic, and the next would come something fall and then something Christmas. So here's a couple of ideas of what you can do to make a year-round wreath, and these don't take very long. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you again soon.